Shit. Um, what did I upload the? So look, ladies, this the police one for the Thursday. This how that one go. This one is weirder too. Like if you can't get the point, then I'm sorry. Like it was a bunch of cops everywhere you saying. Obviously we finna watch something with so, with police officers along. Hell shit. But I don't know, y'all. Good night, Kapeash. This is a good night show. You know what? I am not finna stress myself out over that. And you seen it was finna come too. Each show needs a different intro. I was like, oh hell no. Here I go. Adding more problems to everybody should get the same intro. Don't matter, different shows. Well, some people might get different intros and stuff, but I don't know. Good night, Kapeash, y'all. Welcome to the show. It's me and Doc. I think good night is gonna be Monday through Fridays, y'all. Y'all gonna catch Doc on the days that Doc is able to stop through. Doc is not gonna be able to come every night. Another thing about Good Night Show is not gonna be on a Pacific regular schedule, like my daytime schedule. I'm starting to make this announcement everywhere I go. My daytime shows are gonna be at 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific. That's gonna be the regular go time every time we go live. I'm starting to spread that out to everybody. Letting everybody know that we getting schedules together. We getting programs together. We getting everything together. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for 27 people jumping in here. I appreciate y'all. I hope it's the good night effect really coming through. Like, okay, I'm starting to see this. This is coming through. What to expect, you just don't know. Doc has took a very good dab. Probably had a long day of work. I appreciate him stopping through, y'all. This is not a very good, easy show to do every night, especially consistently. So we're gonna try to move it to Monday through Friday. Just make it 5 days a week. If you get it on the weekends, it's probably a bonus show because hey, I really want to go, but Monday through Friday, TikTok my Monday through Friday, and then my regular show during the daytime is gonna be 7 days a week. Damn, what a schedule! Finally can breathe.
I mean, I just keep myself muted so I don't take up all your audio with me coughing.
Yeah, I feel you. That's why I said finally can breathe. Let me show the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of the show, I'm gonna start saying this. If you put something up there, hey, look at her, we'll recognize it. I'll show it off, big screen. But other than that, when you start putting the word stuff, I will personally ignore you if somebody in my group pays attention to you. There you go with your 2 minutes of fame. So we was talking earlier on an earlier show I did earlier today on about fame, and they were saying the word was 24 hours of fame, and I was like, okay, I heard you, but to be honest with you, if somebody gave you 24 hours of fame, That's not really fame. That's not fame at all. That they trick the shit out you.
It's not
Okay, that's
fame.
just
It's just being noticed.
thank you. And I was like, dang, 53 people up here. Please like, follow, share, do all that YouTube stuff. I appreciate it. And then I was like, fame and tricking you is like notoriety for like a week. You're everywhere. You on people nerves. You in places that I never heard you from, and stuff like that. And I see you. Okay, you're there. You get a commercial, like a person that we knew nothing about. All of a sudden, get a McDonald's commercial. Then we see him shaking hands with the president. Then you see him on your favorite podcast, and then you see him on your favorite artist video. It's like, okay, you got your fame, cool.
And
But
they're
then
gone.
next week, yeah, next week you don't see him at all. They gone as hell. And that's what I was trying to explain to them about fame. We really was talking about the Illuminati and sacrifice, because somehow the reason they're saying that the dude that just fought that Netflix deal with Jake Paul uh, just went through his fame. He did a sacrifice or something because somebody went to jail, or it was a car accident. I don't know. They knew a little bit more. I was just listening in, on the outside listening in. I was like, well, when y'all explain this and y'all saying this, I get it, but yet again, certain things about this sacrifice and stuff that I get, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I'm with you on, I kind of agreed them on, but yet again, it was just like I wanted to see how far and how deep they really thought it go. Like, for instance, for an example, I was like, okay, you got the two ways that Illuminati might come at you. They're gonna come at you the first way where they're gonna give you a lump sum of money and give you the fame or whatever. But then this sacrifice that they was talking about, yet again, they do it without your permission, not your consent. And then the second way is with your consent, because they're gonna knock on your door and say, hey, do you want to do this? You think this is a good idea? And then offer you a plan. But then they want you to write down, hey, I need somebody that you don't mind, letting go for your freedom. I was like, and I was want to know, was it like that? They avoided that answer, which was funny. I'll give it to you. Some questions are kind of hard to answer when you getting deep into something that, for one, you don't believe in it because it's not part of your belief system. But yet again, you acknowledging it that it's out there because of all the evidence that leads up to it, type shit. So I was wondering, I was curious, and I was like, it's supposed to be another question. I can't ask you this question because yet again, you're not a Gen X. But I'm also supposed to be going around asking older people, what is a better movie? The Temptations or the Five? No, the Temptations or Lean on Me. Yeah, that's the question. So, ladies and gentlemen, I should have asked it when I had like 50 some people up in here, and maybe I got some. But the people that stand around and really thugging with me, the question is, if you can comment, and please put your age if you're gonna comment. I'm sorry I have to ask this, but it really, where I need to
Obviously, it's
chart it
for like
down.
study. You're trying to figure out like
Yeah,
demographics and who believes what.
yeah. So I really would like to know which one would you consider your favorite movie or a better movie, The Temptations or Lean on Me? And hopefully that you're saying both to make that judgment. Have you seen those movies?
I have
Doc?
not.
Okay. Um, two classical movies, two different talks. Lean on Me is about a school teacher who takes a very bad school and turn it into a very good school. You know what I'm saying? Graduation high. People was doing drugs. Basically, based on the '80s and what was going on in the '80s. A
I was about to
real.
say there's a lot of movies like that. I watched one similar where this teacher goes into like I guess it's considered like projects type area that like they get
Was
most
it
of their
called the substitute?
something like that. Yeah. I think so. It's a substitute teacher that takes over and she gives them all a notebook. They all end up writing in the
Oh,
notebook.
you watched the female
And
one. Okay.
yeah. It was really good. My mom loved it and she had us all watch it because it had really good like morals that like not everybody has the same background, but you can always, fight for a better life for yourself no matter what you're given.
Yeah, it seemed like around this era, and I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna go deep off into it so people be like, oh, you're just nitpicking. But it seemed like an era. It was a lot of movies that based on a teacher going into a classroom teaching kids, and the kids were bad and stuff like that, and they were very disobedient. And it seemed like every one of those movies that got put out like that were successful. And if you really think about it, um, even Sister Act was almost the same preference, except they just used a nursing school, a Catholic school, basically. Man, they based it off of singing instead of actual. I think one was Lean on Me was really about the principal and taking over the whole school, and then you got other one that was based off a teacher that was in school. So I think that's one major difference between like most of the other ones compared to Lean on Me. Lean on Me was based off the principal and how he changed the school around. And then Temptation is about a singing group, which almost everybody in the black community knows a little bit about, knows something of some way, some shape, some form, knows a little bit about the Temptation, a singing group who um famous for Silent Night song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone song. My bad. Papa Was a Rolling Stone song. Got very hits that you still use today in certain movies, certain songs, certain people will bring up classics, and those are songs, especially Temptation, that basically will be used. Oh boy, I thought I seen one of my. I was gonna say, hey, one of my videos just hit 1.7 million. But no, let me stop. That's not true. Not true. It's not true.
He
Oh
said,
my
"Mama, we made
god.
it."
I often say I quit.
Give me out.
I ain't gotta work
Call the
no
job
more.
up. Oh wait, it's too late. Oh well, I'm leaving a voicemail. Fuck y'all, I quit.
Oh god. I know they still woke. It's still open.
I'll be
Somebody can
honest.
pick up and hear me.
Look, I'll tell my wife the same thing. Even if I win the lottery, I'm still gonna go into work like nothing happened. What am I gonna do? You know how boring it would be not to go to work every day? Sure, at first it'd be great to go do whatever the fuck you wanted, but then it'll get boring.
Well, I'm gonna start a bunch of businesses. I would start a bunch of businesses up. I would definitely 100% invest into Burn Live to where I could take a couple of people that I know that ain't really doing too much and give them a job. Like, yeah, I would go ahead and just Burn Live, invest in certain, and stuff like that. Definitely get into the real estate. Oh, MJ, you stop playing, boy,
Look,
boy.
do you know how much you'd have to pay me to convince the wife to move to Vegas?
No, I wouldn't. No, you wouldn't have to move.
To do everything properly, I would.
No,
100%
no,
Kapeash. I would have to be able to help you
no.
with tech support, be there. I would have to help you get equipment and stuff. I'd have to help you actually be there. Like podcasts are much better when you can do it in the same room. And it shows statistically if you haven't looked into it, I would look into it. Podcasts that have like multiple people that co-host always end up faring better when they are in the same room, either sitting at the same table or across from each other or whatever it may be.
And I believe that, and I had that vibe. But you know what?
If you're gonna pay me, I'm gonna fucking do the damn thing right, KP. I don't know
But
how to explain it to
okay,
you.
if I got 10 million, you know what I'm saying, and we did the Goodnight Kapeash show, I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm touchdown every night. Ohio, do a show. You know what
End
I'm
up getting
saying?
our own private fucking jet at that point. If that's how you're gonna do it, there'd be no point in fucking flying, airline.
They say it'd be better for me just to rent. It'd be more affordable because I actually I follow a private jet company
Yeah.
that talks about that a lot. Um, Basically, they go viral for spoiled brat kids coming in talking about daddy gave me 20 million. I want to buy a jet, and dude end up, you know what I'm saying, convincing them like, don't waste a whole 10 million on a private jet. Rent it out for the
Because you
10
have to,
million
you have maintenance, you got fuel every time you want to fly it. I get that. That makes sense.
fuel and paying for
The
the pilot.
pilot, the people that'll
Yeah.
run shit while you're on there. I get that. That makes sense. That's more for like if you have continuous money coming in and you can afford to do that. No big deal. Cool.
And then he was like, your flying has to be like 30 minutes here and I gotta be over there. And I'm only spending, you spending maybe an hour and a half in each spot, but you really gotta
Right.
and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because I wanted to rent a tour bus. I had this dream because certain people that I don't podcast with them, but you know what I'm saying, we still in a small circle.
You said like a tour
And
bus, right?
yeah.
So while we're on that subject, so I was living in Coshocton, Ohio, right? Me and my wife had just had our first little one, and she was still really little. She was like 6, 7 months old, right? We're walking from our apartment down the road to her grandma's to go hang out, use the internet because we didn't have the internet at the time. So we're walking down the road and we look over and there's a giant golden bus. Golden as shit. Like they took a while on this fucking paint job for sure. But it was a bus that was stopped there for like Thanksgiving or something. I think that was Thanksgiving Day. And it was parked outside of their grandma's house. And they were there from like California, I think, or Florida or California. I can't even remember, but they travel around the US. People pay them to bring the bus out to have giant parties with and shit. It's called the Torculator. Go look it up. Shit's fucking awesome. All right. Me and my wife were walking by, and of course, I'm social as shit. This guy says something, and I start chatting him up, and I start talking about the big old tour bus and everything. He's like, "You want to check it out?" I was like, "You okay with the little one coming on?" He's like, "Yeah, fuck, it's fine." I was like, "Sure, why the hell not?" We pulled a little baby's car, or I think it was a stroller. Yeah, the stroller up on there, and me and my wife sit down. It's got seats lined up all the way through. It's got TVs every like 8 feet all the way through this bus. It's got beds in the back. So if people want to use the beds behind closed doors, by the way, split into bedrooms. It's got like, it had little areas to put like bongs and rigs and stuff all over it. Had little storage areas. It was dope as hell. If you get a chance, look at it. It's fucking nice.
For sure. For sure. Um, I was just looking at this trailer, and then I was looking at you, and I was looking at this trailer, and I was like, has anybody ever told you, Doc, you look like Cyclops? The actor that plays Cyclops?
Pull up a picture. I want to see. This guy looks like Cyclops, the actor. All right, let me see this.
You see my boy over here in the Chinese words?
Is that how you feel?
It kind of
Damn.
looked like he was. Hey. I just glanced over there. I was like, dang, it just looked like you with your eyes closed. Um, X-Men.
That's
I
funny
know
as
they got a
shit.
little. Damn. See, there you is, right there. He's the most famous actor that played X-Men. Everybody couldn't wait to see him, and so to see him, bro, is very iconic. A
Yep.
lot of people finna go nuts, and trust me and believe me, when this movie come out and people look at you, you probably, yeah, they probably gonna like, hey, you look like Chocolate Man, dude. They gonna hit you with it.
Probably. Like I get
Yeah, this the
compliments all the
next
time on my
Avengers
hair.
movie. Yeah, Avengers movie come out next year, Doomsday. Avengers, we ain't see the Doomsday in 3 years. Yeah, I mean, we ain't seen the Avengers movies in 3 years.
It's gonna break the internet for a little while.
So yeah, um, I think I want to say yeah, but then I'm like, man, only people that's gonna break the internet is just the nerds.
For some
Like I'm
reason,
because
like
go ahead.
the algorithms all get like completely fucked when Avengers movies come out. Like for some reason, because there's so many things that they use in the movies that reference other things, they automatically enter different algorithms even without meaning to. It's dumb. And then you have people that make videos that are parodies or comedy skits or like, uh what if skits or like all kinds of different things. And that's why I'm saying, like, when I say break the internet, I mean like everybody's algorithms for a long time are going to be fucked. It's going to be nothing but Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, 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 bro. My deck is killing me. Who did it and what for, bro?
Wasn't me. I established I'm in Ohio. You are very far from me. Couldn't have been me.
Jeez, it felt like a long. It felt like I had a long day of work. I mean, I've been grinding hard to, you know what I'm saying, get ready for next year. You know, uh, still got, you know what I'm saying, just a couple more things to tie up. Just make sure everybody's okay with the scheduling. Once everybody okay with the scheduling, then it's like okay, then it's just go time. To me, it's just go time. For other people, I think it's gonna be like, you know, am I really ready for this? Am I really gonna step my game up and do this? You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be committed? And I think that's why I really like, you know what? I need to just break everybody down for one day. Now, if you come through other days and stuff like that, cool, I appreciate it. But I need everybody to stick to one day, take the pressure off of everybody coming on here. Cause I see everybody appreciate coming on, but it's hard for me to come up with titles every day. Now when I now you can just tell when I have no structure. I don't know where to go. But next year, midterms, got a mission. Um, Boogeyman versus uh Monster. Get them definitions put on the shirt. Prove Democrats wrong during the midterms, even though I get it, y'all finna win a couple of elections. Yay. But it is what it is. Get ready for people to get some good income taxes. People actually seeing a difference, better economy, gases prices dropping. I can't wait. And I'll bring in the new year on the strip. Start spreading the news. bum, bum, da-na-na-na-na, yeah, na-na-na-na-na,
Shit.
yeah.
New Year's
What?
is gonna be New Year's is gonna be interesting. I just realized that's today. New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day.
Yeah, this new police chief, our police chief was talking about um some new law claims LBG the police about how he's gonna try to hold down the New Year's on the strip. Like he's gonna try to change some things up. And I'm like, dog, don't change things up. We need people coming out here. Shut down the city, let people get drunk, and lock up the loud and obnoxious people. Keep it real, plain and simple. Do not change the game. Do not try to uh, reconstruct how Las Vegas should look and how we should act out here because you're
Right.
talking about one of our
It's
biggest money
Vegas.
days.
Right. Literally one of your biggest money days of the year. If done right, it generates a lot of revenue for y'all, for a lot of businesses.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna cover this Danny Hamilton, father killed in house fire, mother in critical condition. I remember his name from NASCAR, Danny Hamilton. I do remember I remember that name. Um, I definitely want to do what's tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing a regular show at 12, but I definitely got to start taking notes because oh yeah, Minnesota is under yet again more and more in scrutiny. I think that's definitely a story that's going to be going over into the next year, Minnesota, and all the fraud that's happened up there. And understandable, people are going to be trying to name it other states with fraud and why they not being under investigation because it hasn't went viral and it didn't get exposed to this calibration. You know? Oh, Thursday. Um, Hopefully this Thursday. I don't know. I still got to talk to him and see if we're gonna start this Thursday because this Thursday is a New Year's, and you know how that whatever, whatever. But yet again, when we do the first episode of the New Year for the Cop Cam and what's called it, boy, I got a good episode for that. Boy, that's gonna be jumping off right. Also, I got to start categorizing. I'm gonna do that when I get off here too. A group for each what you call it when it comes to video. Mm-hmm. Heard definitely going to be keeping up with this report on this California Speedway Highway. Um, and is it going to stop? Is it going to keep going? What's going to happen next? Because I heard some stuff about Gavin Newsom and what's the topic on Goodnight Kapeash? My guy, let me put this up here. On Goodnight Kapeash, man, is really just open conversation. Um, I will tune into what people say. It's really just laid back. I'm just rumbling. This is just for me a chance rumble. I'm getting ready for the new year, so I'm kind of letting you know what's going on. Most of my shows are going to be Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. Um, Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. It's going to be the regular Burning Live show where I have different segments, different days, Monday through Friday. Also, Good Night is going to be, no, Burn Live is going to be 7 days a week. Good Night is going to be Monday through Friday. And then you can also catch me on TikTok Monday through Friday. And that's how it's going to be going down. That's going to be my schedule for New Year. I'm going over talking about it. If you got something that you would like for us to discuss and talk about in the comments, please do that. I think I'm gonna really allow y'all to do that on Good Night. Y'all put some in the comments. Y'all got something to say, man. Put it on up there. We can just get into it.
It's not
Do
only
a
that, like we're
research.
also like at the end of the year, we're trying to just come up with fresh ideas and stuff and kind of getting formats and stuff ready for like when we get into the new year, topics, points of discussion, people that we can think about bringing on, things like
I see. With Money Demon, I'm definitely going to have to be defending Candace Owens a lot.
that. That was me. I shared that in there. He just laughed at it.
You guys.
Bro, look, I'm sorry. Hold
I
on. Let me
mean,
put this let me put this as clear as I can because me and the wife had this
go ahead.
discussion. Okay. If I pass away, right,
Okay.
I don't want her to be miserable for the rest of her life, and nobody does. But there'll be a point of time where you should grieve and take time to mourn the person that you loved and thought you were going to share your entirety of your life with. Somebody you thought was building and held the values that you guys spoke about, right? Turn around, marry the dude's best friend or one of his friends, celebrate and do all these things. It's almost like Diddy after fucking Biggie got shot. Man walked out on the shit dancing. That's what she's doing, bro. It's fucking crazy. So my wife damn well knows that I will flip over and come back to life. You got me fucked up. And if not, my kids are gonna know to give her so much
to
shit.
I mean, are you talking about Candace Owens or Erica Kirk?
Am I? Oh no,
Because it
you're
sounds
right.
like
I'm
you're
talking
describing
about.
Erica Kirk and what she's doing.
No, you're right. I was thinking the wrong name. That was the Candace Owens is the one that is the one that he was talking about, the one dude having a thing for, right? My bad. I got them mixed up. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my bad. I did mix them up.
So,
You're right.
in Erica Kirk situation, is more like
What did we
um
share about Candace, or did I miss something?
mourning somebody's hold on, mourning somebody's death, and then forgiving the shooter is a lot that a person is going through, and then also stepping up and holding down your husband's legacy. That's a lot, and a lot of people are seeing things from different angles and stuff like that.
That's
And Erica Kirk gotta grieve. She gotta take through that. She gotta, you know what I'm saying, deal with the attacks, deal with people that support. Also, you know she got people that are not being real, not really supporting her and doing fake stuff like that. And then you do got Candace Owens, whose friend was assassinated live, you know what I'm saying, in front of all the people that was watching.
you can
And
grieve and
for
mourn without
people
getting with the
to,
dude's wife. Like that's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying, and to go through that and then try to have to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? I still got to stand on business and do what I got to do. That's a lot for her to go through. And then she feels, and this is where the what we call in-house fighting, because there is in-house fighting. You know what I'm saying? She feels like a lot of people are holding back. She also are one of the people who the Democratic Party, not you, the Democratic Party took their words and thought it meant for everybody that voted for Trump when she went on her live and said that she regrets voting for Trump. She is one of the people that honestly said that.
Yeah.
And when people um come to me be like, oh, the Republican Party say they regret. Only a few people have said that, and I
A
get it.
lot,
People,
actually.
a lot, no.
There's been several people that, well, okay, so there's been, I'd have to go and find it, but there's people that
Yet again,
Tim
hold
that
on.
flipped over that had quotes
MJ,
from
MJ, MJ,
listening.
Doc. You said several. I will agree with you when you say several people have changed their mind. That's easy to agree with.
So
Several
then how
people
are we
have changed
defining
their mind.
how many are we defining as a lot though? Like then I guess is
A
what we should
lot.
put it as.
I'm gonna say what 70 million people voted for him. So I'm gonna say a good probably 20 million people probably changed their mind.
So you think it's under 50%?
Way under 50%.
Right.
He still has the same approval rate that he had going into the election. That's from what the dude on CNN said. That's hard to do. That's hard to keep a 34% approval rate.
That could mean several different things. Like it could mean like his approval rating hasn't changed because enough people have flipped from both sides in the opposite direction to where it stays steady, but enough people have changed their mind, right? Or I don't know, because that makes no sense based off of like how everything has been viewed and seen here, especially in the last couple of months, dude. That just that doesn't seem right.
Yes, because you're the one of the people that are constantly saying that he needs to be gone. You don't appreciate it. So of course you would
It's not about
definitely sit here
appreciation. It's about I'm somebody who has known from the start what type of person he is and the type of person that
understandable, but yet again, you still are against. You're basically against Trump, so you would definitely see like, okay, I
I'm
expect
against
more
him in
people.
office. I'm not saying he didn't have useful like thought processes when it
It
comes to
don't. It don't
financial.
matter. Okay,
That's
sure.
why I was saying,
Okay,
like, I've
cool.
never been against him. I just don't think he was right for office. I feel like he could have been used in a role, sure. Office for president, absolutely the fuck not. You should never let a con man
So
behind that
okay,
fucking desk.
so should he have run? No, yes or no?
No, I don't feel like he should have been able to run. Obviously,
He
he met
should
the
not.
credentials, so like he could, but I feel like there should have been certain things that prevented him. Like you don't want somebody who's dodged the draft on purpose and it's been known to go for something like that. You want somebody who stands as a strong leader. You don't want somebody who's filed bankruptcy on repeat in order to exploit loopholes in order to keep money. You don't want somebody who's been seen on
Everybody,
repeat.
every billionaire
I
has
get
filed
that.
bankruptcy.
You're not listening. I don't care what the bankrupts and all the billionaires have done. Moral standing, the way you look at somebody, if they have to exploit loopholes to get where they are, rather than, somebody who's actually what you would see as, pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. Would you rather trust somebody who's conned and worked their way using loopholes to get, to lead you? Or would you rather somebody who has worked their asses off and pulled themselves up by their bootstraps? If you had the choice.
This when okay, because I can't break it down because it's a long story. But when it was broke down to me like this, it's hard. And let me say the full thing. It's hard to become broke to become a millionaire. It's hard to do, right? You can agree upon that. Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
that's circumstantial. Like you in order to
So
become a
it just
millionaire or billionaire,
it,
you have to exploit
Doc,
other people.
Can I just get a yes or no? Yes, it's hard to become a millionaire.
Sometimes things aren't yes or no answers. That's all like
But right now I know I understand, but I just need a yes or no. And I know it's gonna be hard for you to do that, but right right here, yes or no.
no,
It's hard to become a millionaire. Yes or no?
no.
No. Okay.
Because most of them are inherited wealth at this point. So it's not hard to become one because it's literally just inheriting at this point.
Oh my
Become one? Yeah. It's not
God.
hard.
I said from poor to rich is hard to do.
So you're talking about earning the money.
Period.
Okay. I'm just saying because like there's different ways of looking at it. That's why I'm asking questions. So poor to rich. When you're born, you don't start with wealth. Your family has wealth. You inherit
It,
it, but
sir,
you don't start
sir,
with it. You're poor when
sir,
you're
sir.
born.
It's just like y'all add so much other context to the simple things from
It's not.
poor
I'm
to
asking
rich.
questions to see why I'm like what I'm looking
No,
at versus you because we
no, you
have
don't
different
get that.
perspectives.
No, 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 no. Simple, not expletor. I can't even say the word right now. I wish I could. But no, we're going to simplify it. Just real, real simple. From poor to rich to do is hard. It's hard work. It takes dedication. That's why I'm saying it's hard. Yes or no? And you said no. And I said, okay.
Well, I said to inherit it. It's not, but then I didn't realize yours. That's why I'm saying like to earn it. Yes.
I did. But see, if I say inherit money, I would have said inherit
Well, you
money.
said from going broke to getting rich, but you could earn, you can literally inherit it and go from broke to rich. You can win the lottery, and that's not hard, and you go from broke to rich.
But
Like there's
oh my God.
that's what I'm saying is you have other ways
But
of
yet
getting to
again, it
be a
was still
millionaire.
hard. But yet it's like my guy, my guy. No, no. It's not that deep. It's not that. It's not that complicated. It's
It's fine.
really 100% not. I promise you. From poor to rich to get there, it's hard. It's hard work. It's dedication. It's sweat. Okay.
I
Now
use other people for
to
sure.
keep to keep wealth, to keep riches, to keep millionaires, to keep that stuff going, to actually keep it. I bet you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, it's easy, huh?" Not all the complication. Is it easy or is it hard? Is it easy to keep the wealth? Is it easy to keep the riches, or is it hard to keep the riches?
Probably easier than earning it.
So it's easy.
So probably easier than earning it is what I said.
No, not easy as just
In
is
today's
it.
world, if you have income, you have money, it's easier to make more money. Without money, you it's harder to make money. So yes, it is easier when you have money to make money rather than going from broke to rich.
So just yes, it's
I
real.
said
Just
that.
yes, just because I just want you to say yes. Just yes, not a yes
Look,
and
I
a
don't
whole
know if you've met
explanation.
me. I don't know if you've met me. But
I know MJ, but the whole point of it is you have to sometimes in court. If you go to court, sometimes they're gonna ask you a yes or no answer, and they're gonna want not an explanation under oath, and you're gonna have to answer that.
I
Period.
do not recall. If they want a straight yes or no, I can say I do not recall, and they cannot say jack shit. This is why it pays to know the law.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can throw that out there. Sure. But they're just gonna keep asking that question till you answer it.
They can ask it different
And
ways as
okay.
much as they want. I
So
do not recall. My memory is not perfect. I'm sorry.
so most millionaires, people that are millionaires, you know what I'm saying? If we looked it up, and this report that I seen it was maybe a year old, maybe 2 years, maybe 2 years old, something like that. Um, keeping wealth is not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's 10 times more easier to mess up wealth and monies and riches than it is to keep it with buying everything, going everywhere, trying to be at the latest thing, parties, drugs, and access to everything, how easy it is out here. It's way easier to lose it than to keep it. To keep it, it takes some type of effort and elbow grease. Even when you inherit it, you can mess it up. Um, there is a chart, and I wish I would have known that we were talking about this. Maybe I would have brought it up, but there is a chart of showing like wealth and it passed down and how it does drop off because yet again, of whatever, sir, huh, it really drops off. There are some that do keep it, but to keep it, you know what I'm saying, it does take a little, it does take a little something, take a little effort. And effort is work, you know what I'm saying? Some people may not call it hard work. Some people may not call it easy work, but to keep it going, keep it generating, keeping that expensive car, keeping that expensive house, keeping them big ass expensive titties done on her because you got to keep them up, got to keep them turkey. That them shits cost. From what I heard, from what I heard, they cost. Um, you got to be able to do something. You got to be able to do something and be somewhat good at it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's crappy at it, you got to be able to keep it going. And the reason why I say that because most people do look at Trump and be like, oh, he's a bad business guy. He bankrupt so many times, and he did this, he did that. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these negative things, but yet again, in the midst of him doing all these negative things, he became a billionaire in our eyes. And the same time as we were saying he was a bad business person, he can't do nothing, he turned around and became a billionaire. Amazing. And then
If he was
people are
any
going to
good,
argue like,
wouldn't he be up there with the highest of the high? Yes.
hmm? Okay. But yet
But I'm
again,
not saying
that
like that's neither here nor there. Like the facts of it come down to if you get rid of the name Donald Trump, plain and simple. Stop thinking of the name because people like to suck on the man. If you put a person that has bankrupted themselves multiple times, not just a couple, been known to loophole, take advantage of people, do nasty things, talk insensitive, have no sense of respect, versus somebody who has the exact opposite. You know damn well you're choosing the opposite to lead you, not the first one. Plain and simple.
so would you rather choose a human being or somebody that's want to play as a puppet?
Why is that? You know you're asking a trick question because when it comes to politics, they're both puppets. It all goes back to the same thing. But like, what are you asking exactly there? Because like, if you
Do you
think
want
Trump's not a puppet, that's insane. That's absolutely insane.
who's he who can buy Trump?
Jesus. So you're saying that there's been no signs like I get you're like the way that things seem on the surface seem wonderful when you line them up and you use the PR language and all that good stuff. But it all comes down to the sad facts of he has shown his true colors on repeat and has talked his way out of it and has still people on their knees saying dumb things in defense of him. Like it makes no sense. We should have a good person leading the nation, somebody that
You would never,
actually
you cannot have a good person leading a
you're
nation.
not listening. Somebody who actually has strong leading qualities. The man is not a strong leading quality human being. Plain and simple. Strong leading
Um,
individuals do not draft dodge. Strong leading individuals do not take advantage of people lower than them, loopholes, and advantage of people that aren't as intelligent or don't know the law as well because they had daddy's lawyers for the longest time teaching them things. Like it makes no sense
but
just
you
because you
said
were taught
the
some
key
things
word
ahead of
is
other
you
people.
had daddy lawyers teaching you, so he had to learn something.
That's what I'm saying is you can learn from people the wrong way. It's like going to jail and learning how to be a better criminal. It's the same fucking thing.
But are
So
you a better
you're
criminal?
he learned how to be a better one, didn't he? Learned how to get away with shit, learned how to speak a little better each and every time. Why do you think he acts the way he acts now? Because if he continued acting the way he did when he started, he wouldn't still be where he is. He had to change, or else his ass was getting zaboot, and he fucking knew it. How else is he supposed to fulfill all those promises that he doesn't say over the table with those handshakes underneath? Just like when he didn't win office the second time in a row and he had to wait 4 more years to fulfill promises that he put in place beforehand. Why do you think everybody was at our throats? All kinds of nations that normally didn't have issues with us trying to do all kinds of dumb shit for the 4 years that he wasn't in office, trying to make things extremely stressful and hard on the nation. Why? Because they wanted to figure out a way to make it look better to get the last guy in office,
So
on
why they
top
not
of
doing it
taking
now though?
credit.
But yet again, they not doing it now. That's crazy. That right there, see,
Doing what?
makes no sense. Because yet again, on record, we can say that Trump had a good economy. But yet again, when we say that, we're gonna say that it's from
Biden's
Obama's
administration
administration.
or
Okay.
Obama's, my bad.
So yet again, right now, we just came from Biden's administration. And yet
Where he's been
again,
taking
we
credit for a
have
lot of things that were going
yet
on.
again, we listen,
I am.
yet again, we have done record things to bring down costs of groceries and gas prices in a lot of states. Maybe not all the states yet, but in a lot of states. Matter of fact, last time I checked, in 38 states, at least the gas prices have dropped to under $3. That's way better than it was during the whole
Um,
4 years
I hate
of
to
the.
I hate to explain this to like the viewers and everybody, but the way that gas prices work is they do get higher as it gets warmer because more people travel, they make more money during that time. And since less people travel during the winter time, they do end up having lower gas prices. That naturally happens, and you can check prices throughout the years. They all correspond with this. I don't know why people think the gas prices have been lowering because of this and that. No, they always fluctuate like that.
Because yet again, on record, Trump just did a deal with Saudi for gas prices to help bring down gas prices. And both of them said that yes, this deal that they just did will help gases come down.
I'm
I mean,
listening,
yeah.
but I also understand what they do every year around the same time of year. It's always something or other. Hey, we did this and this so that the gas prices are no. They can make the gas prices whatever they want. They have their oil, they have their stuff stored, they have their lines already of trades, they have everything. It's all about what they
You
want
know
to make
they
it look
because
like.
they buy gas by the barrels.
I'm aware of
And
how
if
it
they
works.
buy and if they buying the barrels at a very expensive price, they're gonna up the price so they can get their money. If they buying them at a cheaper price, yes, they're gonna lower the prices. Yes, that is gonna happen. Just like what's it called try to say that now that Shells is moving up out of California for all them tax prices, which yet again nobody want to talk about why they're moving because of high tax bracket and all the stuff, all the loopholes that they got to go through to even become a gas price out there and stuff like that with the fracking and whatever else loopholes that Gavin Newsom putting them under. Gas prices is going to be high. But yet again, gas prices are under $3. But yet again, how much they are out there in California? They still 550, 530.
Normally, it's a lot higher. The denser population, more travel.
But yet again, if prices have been dropping everywhere else a little bit, you would think they would have dropped a little bit out there.
That all comes down. You know that like the government doesn't have like set precedents for the gas prices. The companies still get to set the gas prices. They still want to make buku bucks. They're not going to lower it just because they're getting gas cheaper. They're gonna do
Are
what
you
every big man they have certain
so you
stuff
think
like they
so
have
you
to
trying to say
follow.
if they getting it cheaper, they're gonna raise the prices? Oh, I was getting it for
So here's my question.
20 a barrel. Now I'm getting it for 7. I'm gonna still raise the prices.
So here's my question. In history, in US history, have we ever done something to where we can make more money by getting a large group of people together with the same brand of product and making it to where there is certain precedence that has to be followed so that people have to continue buying our stuff no matter what? and we can continue doing whatever with price. The most renowned one is the light bulb.
Still.
Way back, no, the most renowned is the light bulb. They used to make light bulbs so well that they would last damn near forever. But they found out that if you continued making them well, they wouldn't have to buy your products anymore.
I know
so
that
they got together. Exactly, right?
I know the
I'm
story.
just explaining it
in
case the audience doesn't. My bad.
I know, but we covered it. I mean, we literally covered that.
I didn't know. So it's the same thing. Just because they're getting it cheaper, they still talk. They all make money. Just because they're in competition to make more money doesn't mean they don't
But
talk.
yet again, the prices. So why are the prices dropping? And then if the prices stay dropped in the summer, that means not getting expensive, not getting ridiculous, not getting to where people can travel. So then what?
Is there any other way I can explain this? Yes, during summertime, they're obviously like the prices are not going to be the same as in wintertime. That happens all the time when it gets cold versus not. Just like most people don't understand, there's a certain best time of the day to get gas. Spoiler alert, it's 5 a.m. after they freshly dropped off gas.
Again, gas is under $3. If gas stays under $3 in the summer, what does that mean?
It's always under $3.
No, it has not been under $3
for me here. I don't know, like if it did go over, it's only by like 50 cents. Like everywhere else goes crazy. Like I've seen it. It's insane. But here it stays relatively smooth.
America's gas price, and like I said, I don't know there, but and this is just reporting, and this is CNN reporting it. So, and I understand, but this is CNN reporting that gas prices average over the last 4 years was like $4.33 or something. Look at them, fact checking.
So it's saying the average pricing for, what did it give me 8 years for? The lowest in 2016 was $2.20 for an average around the U.S., and it peaked at $4.19. This is a national average. So it's saying on average in 2016, it was around $2.20 at its lowest point. It hiked up slightly in 2017 to $2.46. I think it's giving me Ohio's because I'm in Ohio. The highest it ever was, even when everything was going full swing, is $4.19. And here, as I was stating, all the rest of them are $3.50 or less. So I'm just saying for Ohio's average is what it's showing me.
So last year,
it's saying national averages. Last year's was $3.57 for 2024 for the yearly average.
See, I already what? Why you go to fact checking? Huh?
Because you're saying things that aren't accurate. I know that that was way too fucking high. I ain't stupid. I was like, man, there ain't no way it's that damn high. It's out in Vegas getting taxed like crazy. Man, paying $50 for a gram.
We was $5 out here for real. We was Las Vegas prices for a minute. For the last 4 years, what was the average gas price in the United States of America?
Gas prices have varied quite a bit over the last 4 years. We saw some pretty high peaks, like in June of 2022, but they've also come down recently. Are you interested in the specific years or just the general trend?
Just the last 4 years.
Each year.
Over the last 4 years, the average gas price has seen some significant fluctuations. Prices peaked around June of 2022, but have trended downward since, even reaching some recent lows in late.
What were the prices?
He's getting mad at the AI.
Over the last 4 years, average gas prices have changed significantly. In 2022, they reached a peak, with the national average hitting over $5 in June. Prices were more stable in 2023 and have continued to drop in 2024 and 2025, with some areas even seeing prices below $3 per gallon
What
recently.
was the average? Not explain the average. What was the average? What was the percentage? What was the gas price averagely at? What number?
Looking at the past 4 years, the average national gas price has seen fluctuations. In 2022, prices peaked dramatically, with the average reaching over $5 per gallon in June. Prices were generally lower in 2023, and they've continued to decline
Okay,
through 2020.
so what was the year 2023? What year was the gas average in 2023?
In 2023, the U.S. annual average retail gasoline price was approximately $3.40 per gallon.
Okay, what was the gas price average in 2022?
In 2022, the average national gas price was approximately $3.96 per gallon.
Okay, what was the gas price in 2024?
In 2024, the average national gas price was approximately $3.31 per gallon.
Everybody missed the year he was in office?
To clarify, are you interested in the gas prices specifically during a certain presidential term?
During the Biden administration.
During the Biden administration, average national gas prices have fluctuated. They saw significant peaks.
That's why I pulled
I
up
knew
the
she
last 8 years, because like I knew it was going to do that. So that's why
I
like
knew
you
she was gonna do
showed,
that. Like,
yeah.
go
So
ahead.
you showed like all the ones for I think 2021 was the only one you didn't for Biden's, because I think 2024
So gas
was
average prices was like 350 around the Biden administration, except for the COVID, where it was spiked up above what's called.
right, because we didn't have a lot of travel and shit. Yeah.
Yo,
That thing was
y'all
trolling
computer,
you.
hey, y'all computer people out here that's listening and you know what and stuff like that. Y'all gotta like y'all should have made things so hard. Just both of us just want to know that. I know what I forgot. You got to go into like so much details. You got to tell it. Only give it the number. Only speaking numbers only. Blase, blase, and boozy. Yeah, I forgot. Sometimes you got to do that shit.
Okay, Google. Using only the actual numbers, tell me the average gas prices for the last 8 years individually by year.
U.S. gas prices per gallon for the last 8 years. Year price 2024 $3.43. 2023 $3.63. 2022 $4.06. 2021 $3.09. 2020 $2.26. 2019 $2.69. 2018 $2.82. 2017 $2.53. Would you like me to find the current average price for your specific state?
See how much detail I had to give it just to get
Yeah,
exactly
gas
what you were
prices were a
trying
little
to get.
cheaper when Trump was in office.
When he was in office, yeah, that's because it was
Yeah,
based
that's
off a
it.
policy that was in there before him. Correct. That's how it works, and most people don't realize that it's delayed, and they're working off of other people's policies while they're under.
Not at the end of his term. That was all Trump's terms. Policies put in. You can say the first
Which year
year
are
and
you
a
talking
half was
about?
You would do the last 3 years that
It depends if they're still
president
running off of the policies and stuff that were put in place by the previous president and they're just taking credit for it. Doesn't mean that they actually put it in place. It just means they continued on with it.
Okay.
It'd be different if they did a complete overhaul and like, you know, it ended up making the gas prices go down, but they were using the same procedures that were put in place before he got in the office. They didn't change it. Move some things around, move some people around, put other people in place of roles.
You know what? Sure. Okay.
Just like I 100 look, I have a lot of people that are very, very big Trump supporters, and I used to live near them in Coshocton. We would have conversations all the time. They are extremely redneck. That's the only way I can put it, because most people will understand what I mean when I say redneck. It's very like earthy redneck. All right, they're not racist. They're not bigot. They just very much supported the man for sometimes it would be the wrong reasons. They liked the way he spoke to people and that resonated with them because they couldn't do that. Like they felt like they couldn't, but they liked some of the policies. So we talked about policies as well. And there were certain things that he did that I was not against. And, you know, it helped me open, you know, a lot of, because like I was very against like a lot of the things he did just because it was him. So I did have to get past that. So I want people to understand like
there should be some things, and his mannerism should be a reason why should be one of the reasons that I should look at him like, bro, he said this, he did this, I shouldn't want to vote for him. Right?
to a degree, yes.
To a
Absolutely.
degree. Okay.
Because like we wouldn't trust people that are nasty towards our elderly, our women, or our disabled people leading our country, because that makes other people feel they can come out of the dark and do the same things, if not worse. That's how it goes. You go based off your leader. If your leader is known to have said, done, or has been videotaped doing certain things, then you're automatically going to see it at some point or another, and then feel that if you have even a slight like feeling of doing those things, that you will now feel that you are okay to do them. And that has shown. There's been many videos, you know, stating, you know, I did this and why I did this videos, and they're stating, well, I mean, I watched, you know, my president do this and, you know, got a tap on the wrist, so why can't I? And even though I'm not saying
Like
that's
what?
justified, for
Like
instance,
what somebody did.
so for there was a protest that was going on, and somebody was stating how they could state certain things out loud, like going towards a disabled person, right? And who have we seen do that?
Nobody.
Wrong. We've seen President Trump do it. Oh my
Do
God,
what?
I don't remember. Do you not remember that? It's literally like there's a clip of Trump making fun of a disabled interviewer who had not remembered a certain specific moment or specific something during another press conference, and he started making fun of him.
That I ain't never
Didn't see
seen
that? Oh yeah, I'll have to find that one and send that to you in the group chat, brother.
I don't think you can find that.
Oh, I guarantee you I'll find it. Just like people don't know. I have
Like
a
what?
lot of things.
And I bet you we watched the whole content of the whole speech of what he was saying.
Context be
I
damn it.
guarantee.
Like you can put all the context in it. It is never okay as a person trying to be a leader of our country to make fun of somebody
If
instead of
you
holding
listen
your
to the
ground.
whole content, I guarantee he was probably not making fun of nobody.
It doesn't matter. You should not
It does
your arms
matter
in that
when you're
manner
trying to
and
say
state
a
things like
person
that.
or the president of the United States is making fun of somebody when it's clearly, and when you look at the whole content, he wasn't making fun of somebody. That's different. That's taking something out of content. I don't want to see the small clip. I want to see the whole dialogue so we can get it from the beginning to the end. Yeah, snowy. Why you just can say this for another episode? You want to get look, y'all. He want to fact check me again. You want to fact check me again? Da-da-ba-ba-ba. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, man, next year is this is gonna be the Goodnight Kapeash show. So prepare for open conversation, and there's no telling where we might go with these conversations. And I enjoy these. I enjoy this. This Goodnight piece. I feel like it's gonna go somewhere.
All right. So you'll just have to whenever you're ready. I think you have to pull it in like it's a new person, I think. So there's like several clips that don't have any context. They're just random stuff of like different campaigns and whatnot. But the actual clip I'm talking about is over here, but I'm going to watch the little bit leading up to it.
Said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't.
That's
he
not
didn't
the
want to
part
talk about
I'm talking
waterboarding,
about,
'cause
just to
too
clarify.
controversial. And I'm saying to myself, they're chopping off heads. He doesn't want to talk about waterboarding. A couple of good paragraphs. And talking about northern New Jersey draws the prober's eye. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. Oh, I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. I thought, oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction. 14 years ago, they did.
I'm just saying, if you've seen a child talking to another child and they're interacting in a normal way and then start trying to quote them and going like this, pretending to be them, you're going to tell me right now you're not going to go correct that child saying, hey, that's a little insensitive. You shouldn't be doing that. Let's probably try not to do that. Or are you going to let them just sit there and make fun of that person? It looks bad. Am I saying that disqualifies you completely? No, but there's several things leading up that show that he's not a good person. And we need somebody who is obviously not completely 100% good, because you have to be able to do some heinous things.
So Gavin
today.
Newsom, huh? Good old Gabby Newsom.
Gabby, hold on.
Gavin, yep, California governor.
Now, why you say Gavin? Because I'm curious, because this is the first
because
time
he's the highest runner-up for the Democratic Party.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, right now he's at 34%.
Oh, the dude that Donald Trump calls a clown and grossly incompetent. I didn't realize that was this guy.
Yeah. I mean, but he calls the whole Democratic Party incompetent, so,
Yeah, that's true.
Just like they call them a white nationalist. I mean, same difference.
People label you how people are gonna label you. The only thing is, like, people can't label you certain ways if you don't act certain ways. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah, but
can't be labeled an abuser if you don't
we
abuse anybody.
label things under true scenarios, and we don't come with violence.
So then, what about the stuff
Y'all
that's
label,
proven?
y'all label Republicans, and then y'all want to come with violence.
Okay, so
after it.
here's my question: what about the stuff that's proven though?
What's been proven? Y'all, you like this proven word, and what
Well,
is
there's certain
proven?
things that are being,
No, not certain things. See, that's the boogeyman. What's proven?
ain't no boogeyman. Like, you have
Yeah, I'm
obvious
calling it. I
things
told you, I'm
that
calling it out. I'm giving out
you can.
examples.
I know you guys can call it whatever you want. Like, each place has its own way of calling certain things. You're calling it the boogeyman. Some people are calling it
Because it don't exist.
some people are calling it what's the one that was going around? Tinfoil hats, brain. For some reason, I'm having a brain fart. Conspiracy theorists, right? Everything was a conspiracy until, little bits of information starts coming out here and there, and then, things don't really look like conspiracy
Like
no
the
more. They start to
okay,
line
so
up
like
a
the
little more and a little more.
so you're speaking about like the Russia.
Well, yeah, well, that's one of them. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. But yet again, they went the whole Russia has came out and said we had nothing to do with the election. No influence on the election.
I get that. It's just like, it lets you know that, like, people are trying to get you to look in the wrong area, right? At least let you know something's going on. People don't try to avert the attention
But
elsewhere
yet again, you
without
could
knowing
name
something.
something. I had to name something that's been actually went to court over.
That's what I was talking about. Like, there's court documents about Trump and Epstein, but people still don't believe that. And they always bring up, oh, Mar-a-Lago, this and that. He kicked him out. No, like, he kicked him out to try to cover his tracks because they were both in hot water doing dumb shit that they shouldn't have been.
Okay, so what factual evidence has been proven that he was at he was on the island touching girls? Because I haven't seen none. And trust me, everybody will be throwing this in my face. So what shall I be expecting?
Are we ignoring the facts coming out about the 13-year-old having the child dropped off in Lake Michigan that just came out not too long ago?
Yet again, I've been looking for the report, and nobody's talking about it. Not even the Democrats are talking about it. You don't think CNN will bring this up? No? Maybe?
A recent document from the Epstein files, including an unverified tip from a woman who alleged Donald Trump was present when her newborn baby was murdered and the body disposed of in Lake Michigan. And that's like, how many times do people have to come forward saying somebody did something heinous before we start believing somebody? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the first thing that's popped up with Trump's name on it. And there's plenty of them that have popped up that have been paid off before going to court so that things didn't come to light, like sexual assault. And you can't deny those. Those are on record. Those are paid off and literally for anybody to see. Like, he paid out of court so he didn't have to take it to court. Why would you do that if you're innocent? You fight for your innocence, plain and simple. And anybody that says anything
So why would she
otherwise,
then why would they take the money?
why would they take the money? Are you serious? So, do you know how fighting against the rich person versus being a poor person works when needing to, like, fight in court for years? Eventually, you're going to lose anyway because you don't have the money to keep paying lawyers. You don't have the money to keep waiting. You don't have the ability to continue doing the things. Like,
Yeah,
some
but your
people
lawyer supposed to be free until that's what
it
they
doesn't
always
always
say,
work
right?
like that. Nope.
Okay,
It's not.
then. So
You don't
trying to
always
say it
get pro
don't work like
bono.
that. if you know that you really gonna do something, then you go find one of those type of lawyers. Other than that, don't even put yourself in a situation. If you know that you got a winnable case, why is you gonna jeopardize it by taking money?
And most lawyers that hear a high profile name like that, they're not going to take pro bono anyway because they know how long it's going to take and how many man hours, and they can't do that on pro bono work. Like they have certain stipulations, and like just doesn't work that way.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
I wish it worked that way. I'd go find a pro bono right now because I have 3 different cases I could go after, right? I have a young lady who was 16 that falsely accused me of sexual assault allegations. They completely cleared my name by watching all videos and clearing that she said I did something that I clearly didn't, right? Now I could go after her and sue for defamation of character and false accusation and all kinds of stuff. Would I see anything of it? Probably not. She's a 16-year-old. I'd have to go after her grandma who has custody of her, and I'm not a heartless bastard. All right. I just feel like she wanted some attention. She got it. And now it's fucking over. She quit the job before I even came back, so I don't have to worry about it. Done is done. As long as nobody comes at me and I don't have no issues, I don't have no issues. The other one is I have McDonald's who falsely fired me. I have no way of suing them, but I have plenty of things that like would definitely show that I need somebody to look into it, right?
Right.
And then the last one, obviously, is I have been told that I'm not allowed talking about past job experiences at other stores at the store I'm currently at, which is, I think, illegal considering I have not signed an NDA or anything in the policy of my company or corporation does not restrict me from speaking about past experiences at their stores. So I feel like that's kind of illegal for them to tell me that I have to not speak on things. But it is, it's neither here nor there.
Okay. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good night. We out. It's been a good one. All right, Doc. Peace.